everyone, welcome back to Fandom Frontline. Today I'm tackling The Strangers Chapter 2. After the letdown of Chapter 1, I had hoped the sequel would take us somewhere new, somewhere worthy of the original two films. Unfortunately, what we've gotten here is a hollow middle chapter that does little more than tread water. The film picks up right after the events of Chapter 1. Maya, played by Madelaine Petsch, is in a hospital trying to recover, but of course the strangers aren't done with her yet. What follows is essentially a chase through sterile hallways, abandoned yards, misty woods, and anywhere else the filmmakers can place her. On paper, that sounds like a tense survival thriller, but in execution, it feels repetitive and overly familiar. The killers keep showing up, the victim keeps running, and what should be suspenseful instead starts to feel mechanical. The biggest issue with Chapter 2 is that it insists on explaining what should never be explained. The original film terrified us precisely because the violence was random and the motives unknowable. Here we get backstory, flashbacks, and hints at why these masked killers do what they do. But instead of making them more interesting, it strips them of mystery. There's also a pacing problem. The movie starts with some energy, but it soon falls into the same cycle. Run, get cornered, escape, repeat. And even when they try to throw in new elements, like a CGI wild boar of all things, it feels more silly than scary. To be fair, there are some things that work. Madelaine Petsch really gives it her all. She sells Maya's pain, her determination, and her fear. A few sequences, like her suturing her own wound, are genuinely gripping. And visually, there are moments when the shadows, the masks, and the camera work remind you why this franchise once scared the hell out of us. But those moments are fleeting, and they can't outweigh the film's tendency to repeat itself and undercut its own terror. In the end, The Strangers Chapter 2 feels like filler, a movie designed to hold us over until Chapter 3, rather than stand on its own. It's not completely unwatchable, there are scares and some effective images, but the dread, the true sense of danger that defined the original, it's just not here. As a fan of the 2008 classic, I wanted this trilogy to mean something, but unless Chapter 3 can bring us back to that stripped down horror, that unexplainable menace, I fear this entire trilogy will be remembered more for wasted potential than for lasting fear. If you've seen Chapter 2, let me know your thoughts down below. Did it work for you, or do you think this trilogy has completely lost its way? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more reviews right here on Fandom Frontline.